Sagittarius, happy March, almost springtime. Had a very, very mild winter, so it's felt like spring for a while now, which is really exciting. It kind of feels like we didn't even have a winter, or maybe I've been asleep that whole time, which is kind of good. I'm more of a summer type spring being. I like to be outside, but I don't like to be cold, so it's kind of that kind of thing. So we're in Pisces season right now, as I'm doing this reading. So for Sagittarius, the sun enters your 4th house, which is the house that brings focus on the home, real estate, also family and how that affects the home as well. So you might have the desire to reorganize, expand, relocate, and if you can't kind of move, that's not what you're looking at. Maybe a good way to spend that energy is decluttering, organizing, clearing out your house, just some sort of deep cleaning. Some family issues or family drama can present itself this month as well. Yeah, that's all I have in my notes. I have the worst handwriting ever, so I don't even know what I'm talking about half the time. It's like worse than chicken scratch. Like, it's really bad. So I'm still holding my contest for this month. So please like, share, and subscribe. Comment on your sign below. So the month of February and March, for a chance to win one of 2 free 1-question readings or a deck of oracle cards. And whoever wins the grand prize of the oracle cards will also get a free 1-question reading. So let's see what wants to come out for Sagittarius for the month of March 2018. With my other readings, I've been getting a lot of like, it's like nothing wants to come out. A lot of weird energies. It's like everybody's coming out of that tower moment or just having that tower moment. And so you don't know, you feel like a brand new you, but you don't know how to move forward because it's this person you've never met before. And it's also that I know through the 3 last readings I've done, excuse me, I just dropped a card. The 3 last readings I've done, it was a lot of having to go about things in ways you normally wouldn't have to in order to step into this new you and end this cycle of something. So it's like finishing this karmic energy. It could be that. It could be a lot of the signs as well in the readings were either numerically coming in order, or we'd have sequences of a certain suit or elements coming up, or themes, or the major arcana, kind of the first 4 or 5 were there. And it's like, that's funny, because when this card fell, I looked, and this card came up. That was part of the split. And we're getting a lot of this 7 of Swords energy. So this, again, going about things in a way you wouldn't necessarily do them. And then we have this confident new you, this new start, and this ending of a cycle. Like, this is, either way you see it, it's karmic, it's cyclical, but it's ending, right? So to me, that's like something that was no longer serving you in your life is now ending. And now you can move forward as a confident new you. So that's kind of where the energies are at. And as I talk, it's kind of, and it takes strength. It's like, as I talk, these things are, the energies are the same for a lot of the signs. It's just how you're going about, how you go about moving forward is different for every sign. Because some signs are fixed, some signs are mutable, some signs are fire, but they have to deal with the water inside of them and that kind of stuff. So it's like, you're a fire sign here. Like, this is definitely you, Sagittarius. And behind you is this kind of, this sneaky player, but he's coming up in a lot of readings, but he's kind of at your advantage. It's not that trickery. It's that going about things in a way you would have never gone about it, so you can then move forward. So you are both inverse here. And I'm getting a lot of earth signs. And I have these two gentlemen here. Kind of this back to back. Kind of this, one is the more youthful and one is the more mature of the pair. But they're looking at different things. It's like, I'm not done shuffling or anything. I'm just seeing what's in front of me right now. Because it's all the same energy, but like I said, it's coming out in different ways. This one's looking at the 10 of Cups reversed. So the youthful earth player here, who is not yet matured, is looking at this past type family relationship and what was lacking. Because in the upright, this is emotional fulfillment, an ideal love situation. And it's going back and looking at what wasn't ideal. And then the Knight of Pentacles is looking at the Three of Pentacles, which is kind of your life's work and kind of collaboration and working with others. So these are different parts of you as the Queen of Rods and your soldiers. And you here are inverse. So maybe you're not feeling as hot, or maybe you're kind of, that fiery energy is used not in the most ideal way. Like I have a lot of fire in my chart and some water. So I like to say I either boil or I steam or boil, right? So when I can use both of those elements to my advantage, I'm steamy. Like I'm not really saying it right, but like but if I don't use my water if I don't use my water and filter it through the fire properly, I'm gonna boil. So you might be boiling right now, but there is this mental energy and these swords that people don't know that you're taking. So it's like going within and looking at your soldiers, and they're kind of reflecting on on either past hurts, it could be just this could be like 3 different pillars or 3 different like relationships that were significant in your life. And it's like he then flips from this to this in his growth between the two. Let's see what else wants to come out for Sagittarius. So it might be a bit of an uncomfortable time. Moon reverse. But it's kind of that way for all the signs as well. And like I said in another reading, like mating season is fast upon us, spring, right? Kind of that like everybody wants to get in their bikini body and like, I don't know. You want to go out more, things are heating up, like you have more of a night, maybe you want to go out more. It's nightlife is more active in the summertime, right? So it's kind of that awkward time. High Priestess reverse. So what I definitely see here is like a mirror effect, and it's like split through here. So it might feel awkward and strange, but if you can use these things to your advantage, like this person, these 3 cards, these 4 cards are all in the reverse. So the Queen of Swords, you are sneaking away the way you need to move past kind of illusion and become, it could be a very spiritual time for you as well. That going within and figuring things out with the moon and the High Priestess here, you could be heavily affected. We have 2 full moon events this month, and it's kind of, we had 2 in January. We had a black month in February with like no full moons because the other one came in the 1st. We only had a new moon. So it's a very weird time. So it's like, I see this person, this character here, sneaking by like all these dangers and getting to where it needs to be to then present itself. And there she's on the moon, right? You're following this path, but you are the inverse of yourself. So you might not feel yourself right now, or you might feel uncomfortable, or you have to present yourself as something else. But at the gate, you have these 2 soldiers working for you. I'd like to see what else wants to come out for Sagittarius for the month of February. Oh my God, it's not February. March 2018. Is this why? Betrayal. So you have 2 10s here. This person is like at the end of the 10 of Swords. So it is a better place to be definitely than the 9 of Swords. 9 of Swords is that restlessness, like you are still processing, not working over your stuff. So it's like the 7 of Swords is bringing you past the illusion. You could be using your intuition to have these realizations about things, but you're kind of looking at these older things, these very physical, like in the world things, and these are your soldiers. But you're ending this cycle. So you can then be upright. So this also is very indicative of going inside yourself, having time to yourself, figuring out what you need, and also very much a spiritual card. So you could be 8 of Pentacles. It doesn't really matter if it's inverse or not. It's like, to me, this would be like you're still going inside yourself to do the work. This is kind of more a physical labor, but I feel like it's more mental, it's more emotional, it's more, it's looking at real world things that have happened to you, like in your life. I was asking about the Queen of Rods, but here is the Emperor. So after this, I was about its writing itself. After this, you present, and this is Aries, but this is a fire sign. This is somebody on their throne who's strong, and there's the sword. You kind of have all of your things in front. You have an empire. You are better, in a better place to get what you want and what you need in life. Like, you are commanding. You are balanced. But it's like also that going, like, this can't really happen to the Emperor. Also, in another reading, it was like the Emperor sent this person. Like, so you have these things working for you. And it's very, if you're in the hermit stages and being more of the high priestess-esque, kind of more spiritual, like, it's things outside of yourself that are working to your advantage. You might not see it, but you are definitely ending a cycle. And in ending a cycle, you get to walk through this doorway. And this is like, there's your castle, there's the Emperor's castle, there's your happy home, and here is you. And these are very similar, and that these came up for another reading, and this is that those birds are like communicating, so it's something very outside of yourself. But here you are in a beautiful position, kind of more of the feminine energy. This is kind of Emperor meets magician type female energy, in this card at least. And you can go from having these completions to then having this brand new start, marriage, what have you. Like, you know what you want. Again, you're just going about it in such a way that you're not used to it. You're not used to doing these things. You're not used to trusting your intuition, maybe, or like having complete faith because things are working outside you, but you still have to work on you in order to move forward and end the cycle, right? Okay. So I have the Mirror Salon Love Oracle cards just for some more information, more guidance, because that always helps. Friendship. Can I have another one, please? Come on. One more. My head's itchy, so I'm going to stop. True love and friendship. Let's see what the booklet says so we don't miss any information. Friendship, meeting through friends. Base of relationship is a good understand. That's worded wrong. Base of relationship is a good understand and compatibility, comfort, familiarity. This relationship may only lead to friendship and not an intimate relationship or marriage. And then true love. True love, happiness, strong bond, innocence, naturally feeling of ease, joy, and heart connection. So, if this is like, I feel like if I pulled from the Romance Angels card, this could also be let your friends help you as well. To find that thing, that new beginning that you're looking for. Because, I mean, it's right around the corner. Perhaps with a water sign. And this is also, like, to me, he's holding the Ace of Cups. So this is the next jump right after your 10. And here's the World again in reverse. So that completion, right? That completion comes with the King of Cups and being full. So that could either be you and being naturally completely fulfilled, but you're a fire sign. It's that you have these things working outside of you. There's a lot of hands here, and it's that divine, that giving and working outside of yourself as well. Like all of these hands, it's here to help you. Like this is also kind of that Ace of Cups love card as well. Significant in this deck. Right? So this is just cyclical. So it's still an ending, but it's also kind of new beginning and stepping forth and walking through this doorway. There's a lot of, like, I see a lot of doorways and stuff. So it's also that new beginning. It's just prep for you. You just need to know how to walk through it. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I'll be back in the middle of the month. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do. I'd like to do a different format for maybe singles and people in relationships, but I'll be back with something or other. Again, my information's below. If you want to contact me for reading, soaring.swan.divination@gmail.com. And yeah, comment on the sign below, enter the contest, and happy spring, guys. I hope it's sunny and beautiful where you are. Take care.